Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and today we're going to go through what Elon Musk said he was holding, what Jack Dorsey said he is bullish on, and what else was said in the B word. Now, a lot of people would have heard about the B word and the panel, and there was 4 people talking: Elon Musk, some other guy, Cathie, and Jack Dorsey. And they were quite bullish on Bitcoin. They said they're also holding Ethereum. And obviously we know Elon Musk owns Dogecoin. So we're going to have a look at what it was that was actually said in there, whether it was of any value, and what we can take away from that. And should we be now bullish on Bitcoin, and are we going to see a continuation flurry to the upside? But if you want to find out more of what's going on, what's happening, and where this is heading, stay tuned and let's get into it. So as always, before we start this video, we have to say that this is not financial advice. I'm no financial advisor, and this bad boy is purely here for your educational purposes only. So now that boring bit's out of the way, smack that like button, hit that subscribe bar, tickle that bell notification, and let's talk about crypto. Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and today I'm going to be going through what Elon Musk said on the B word, what Jack Dorsey said on the B word, and what it is they said they're quite bullish on. Now, for people that don't know, the B word stands for the Bitcoin. Obviously, they're talking and that. It was a bit boring, mundane, but Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, we're all talking about how cryptocurrency is the future, how it's moving into the breaking down the governments, because the governments are manipulating the money and all the stuff like this, which is all true. But obviously you didn't want to go for an hour of monotone, boring, relatively useless information other than what people are holding and how they're going to be bullish on it. Elon Musk talks a little bit about how Tesla, how SpaceX are exposed to the Bitcoin area. Jack Dorsey diced around the question a little bit of, will Twitter take Bitcoin as payment for their advertising and stuff? But there was a whole load of stuff that was in there that was interesting. So if you want to find out more about that, stay tuned. So obviously we know Elon Musk does these tweets. He's been really bullish on Doge, and now he's come out on the B word and said that most of his crypto holding is actually in Bitcoin, and he also owns Ethereum, which sent prices up a little bit. But for me, Bitcoin was on the recovery anyway. Also, Jack Dorsey, for those that don't know who he is, he's the CEO, head guy of Twitter. He said he's also bullish on Bitcoin, and he likes the idea of it being decentralized because the governments are manipulating the money, and if they manipulate the money, they are able to manipulate you, which I think we all agree. But let's have a look now and dive into a few key takeaways. Boom. So this bad boy here is Jack Dorsey. So we're going to start with him first, and we'll finish on the juicy grand finale of Elon Musk. Although I must say, don't hold on to what he says. So Jack Dorsey here, he said he was waffling a little bit, and I'll bring up a picture of him from the B word because the guy probably looked a bit homeless considering he's worth millions and millions, if not billions. So the Twitter CSO said that Bitcoin would be a big part of the company's future. So he has come out and said that not only does he see Bitcoin being a big part of the future, it's going to be a big part of Twitter's future. But he didn't go into details about how it's going to be there. But obviously Twitter now, a lot of their primarily based, they are big crypto users. A lot of them use Twitter. So it makes beneficial for him to get into the crypto space with Twitter and see where they're going. But we'll just take this caption here. There's an obvious need for this, the appreciation for it, and I think the open standard that's native to the internet is the right way to go, which is why my focus eventually will be on Bitcoin. So he's just basically covering his tracks a little bit, but the hindsight saying is he's going to come out, he is bullish on Bitcoin, and he does see Bitcoin being part of Twitter's future. So where does that leave us with the other bad boy? Well, there's a lot of stuff that's come out with Elon Musk, with saying Tesla CEO, Elon says he personally owns Bitcoin and so does SpaceX. We know that Tesla owned Bitcoin. He said they never sold any of it, etc. But he was saying that his biggest holding in cryptocurrency is Bitcoin, not Doge. Believing in it, you've got big people in the space believing in it. We've also got Elon Musk, who was quite bullish on Bitcoin. We had Jack Dorsey, who was also quite bullish on Bitcoin, and we also had Cathie Wood. Now she's a top of a game hedge fund. She talks a lot about how the markets are looking at Bitcoin as its asset class. She's saying that emerging markets, because of the way US manipulates emerging markets, although she didn't say it in many words, but we know this from the finance background, are going to turn to Bitcoin and look at it. So it was a massive bullish momentum for A, the crypto space, and B, the Bitcoin community. Now, obviously, as people pour in and pump into Bitcoin, we've got the likes of Elon, Jack, etc. Obviously, people are going to follow suit and they're going to invest into Ethereum. You've got other companies that are going to start looking to invest into it more. Elon also come out and said that they're nearly there on making Bitcoin mining a lot greener. And once it does get to a green stage, Tesla will be taking pay. So there's a lot of that, bullish momentum, that good news, a lot of the FOMO's starting to dampen down a little bit now. I think the bears have had their time. I think even the bears have got a little bit boring, and now then, as much as they're trying to keep the bulls at bay, I think the resistance is starting to weaken, and a lot of people are going to want to get in this space early. So for instance, imagine in the olden days, the great gold rush, where they say there's gold in them damn hills, and everyone was rushing to get there. So people wanted to get there first and buy the land. Then obviously when you buy the land, you can lease out the mining and the stuff like that. And this is what people want to do with a blockchain, which they're doing. And also, if you get into this market early, then obviously once you're an early adapter, you've got a lot better opportunity, unless you're an absolute moron, of making money in this space and making a good go of it. Not just money, but making a new life for yourself. So this is why a lot of people are turning to crypto, DeFi, blockchain. And whether you're in it for investment purposes, whether you're in it for development purposes, whether you're part of an ecosystem or you've got projects in there, it's an exciting time to be in. And with these new big manipulators and key players coming out and saying that they're bullish on it, to me is an absolute win. We also start seeing that a lot of the companies like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, I think even Morgan Stanley are starting to look at it a little bit, and Deutsche Bank are looking at having crypto desks now. And they've gone from saying, oh, crypto's bad, it's going to bring down this, that and another, lose your money, to saying, okay, well, we can't give you financial advice, we can't tell our clients or customers how to invest in crypto, but we can let you invest in crypto. It's not, onus is not on us, it's on you, but we will allow you to be exposed to it through the funds that you hold with us, which is a massive U-turn. But it was inevitable, because as you know, and if you're a watcher of this, you get into crypto, the main primarily goal you get into crypto, let's be honest with each other here, everyone, is to make money. And obviously once you've made your money and you're in crypto, you don't really want to be like having it exposed to everywhere. So the second best thing you're in crypto for is because it's decentralized and the government can't manipulate it, and it can't manipulate you, it can't freeze your assets of crypto, it can't just freeze your hardware wallet, and they can't just do all that crazy crap that the government like to do, because the government manipulate two things and they control it really well. A, your money and media, or you could class them as two different things, but money and media. B is the violence. The government can hurt you, they can send a police officer around to smash you in the face, but if you smash a police officer in the face, you're going to be in a whole world of trouble. And you see this with the protests in London, and this, I'm saying nothing here that's not already been put on camera. The protesters are there, they're getting pushed, punched, but as soon as they do it back, they're in the back of a meat wagon, being hauled in front of a court where some dodgy judge that's probably well past his sell-by date starts looking down his nose at you, wants his payday, and yes, to jail you go, to jail, yep, and all that, and then off he goes doing his dodgy stuff himself. So with that being said, we want to get rid of all that stuff and start having a bit of control with what we do. Now, don't get me wrong, you obviously have to have law and order and etc, but we don't have to be manipulated, and that's what they're saying. So in short, this is what the B word for Bitcoin, although it was a bit of a waffle, monodrome, boring. And I've sort of dissected it out to say, yep, Elon Musk is in Ethereum, Elon Musk is in Dogecoin, that all four of them, I don't even remember the other guy, he just looks, I'll bring up a picture in a second, looked a bit weird, are in Bitcoin, but they're saying it's definitely the asset set of the future. Just bear with me a second. So I'll just jump this photo up now, and here they are. So you've got the Elon Musk, obviously looking as dapper as he always does. You've got Cathie Wood, the hedge fund person. This guy here looks like he's about to crap himself. I don't actually know who he is. I can look that up, or you can look it up yourself. And then this guy that looks like he's just fell out of a monk monastery is actually Jack Dorsey. Now that's what happens, obviously, when people get that much money, things go to the head and rot the brain. But so these four blistering personalities got together to chat about Bitcoin and stuff like that. I'm not going to lie, Cathie Wood, I have looked at a lot of her stories and a lot of her stuff on YouTube. She is very knowledgeable, and she has a mass team behind her. Her analysts, I don't know how she picked them or who handpicked them analysts, but they seem, the data that they give her and the information they give her seems to be bang on. She very rarely gets a lot of things wrong, and what she does say seems to have a lot of weight. And I'm saying that just by, I double check everything that I sort of look into with her. Elon Musk, he's just on cloud nine, wants to, bit pissed, he's probably the third in the race to space. But he's having a great time and treats crypto as his own personal playground and manipulates it really well. The hobo guy from the monk monastery, don't really know a lot about him, but he dices questions a lot, and he didn't really say how Twitter's going to incorporate Bitcoin, but I'm pretty sure that it'll make an announcement pretty soon. And then we've got the guy that looks like he's crapping himself. Can't really tell you much about him. I think he was just a passenger. He was just there to make the numbers up in the 4 screens, I think. So yeah, that's what really happened on the B word. You don't really need to watch it, because it just really said that Bitcoin's great. It goes against the government, and they're all bullish on it, but they're not going to tell you when and how they're going to be bullish on it. So we need to watch this space. Cathie Wood was a bit more transparent to say that emerging markets are going to come in there. We're going to see, once a lot of the capitulation phase is calmed down, which she thinks it is now, is people are going to be using this brand new asset class to start turning into profits. And Mr. Crap himself, didn't really say much, to be honest. So that's pretty much a quick rundown of what happened on the B word, where Bitcoin's going. Everyone's starting to get a bit bullish on it now, so that's why you're seeing Ethereum prices coming up. That's why Elon Musk has got Ethereum, Doge, him and SpaceX, Ethereum, Doge and Bitcoin, and so is the Buddhist guy Jack Dorsey, and so is Cathie and funds, and Mr. Crapper, he think he's got some Bitcoin as well. So hope you found this relatively interesting and it saved you hours of boring B word. And please, again, slap the like, smash the subscribe bar, tickle the bell notification, and as always, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.